morning, everyone, and welcome to our first Unhinged Weekends vlog.
Yeah.
Aiden is playing with his snowflake lamp. It's one of the lamps that spin around and cast like snowflakes on the ceiling.
On his cheeks.
Yeah, you can kind of see it on his cheeks. There it is. He uses that to sleep generally, but he decided he wanted it on, so he has it on. I just don't have it spinning because I don't want him to break it. So
break the motor in it. Yeah.
So today is Friday, which for us is Saturday because our day's off for Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's Saturday, Sunday for us. So today Anna is you're going to get your hair dyed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Because my roots are showing and it looks awful.
And there was somebody that she knows that was doing that was like dyeing some people's hair and was going to do like photo shoots or something like that. So she's gonna go get her hair dyed and possibly trimmed a little bit. She's not sure. And then yay. And while she's doing that, I will be here with that. And I'll probably just be cleaning and
don't push on it.
just playing with the child. So, and then later today, I will be going to see Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Not Rise of the Resistance, that's the ride. I would love to see that. Rise of Skywalker. That's why it's confusing. Rise of the Resistance, Rise of Skywalker. So, that is the plan for today.
Don't push on it.
And then tomorrow, we will be going to Anna's sister's house. Oh, hi, Ellie. Yeah, we'll be going up there. Because I think she's having like a Christmas party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did this with the Halloween party as well, which is pretty fun. So
This one's an adult one too. So like for Halloween, she did one with all of her nieces and nephews because all of her nieces and nephews are quite a bit young, or all pretty young.
Yeah.
So they're all around Aiden's age-ish.
Right.
So she had a little like nieces and nephews Halloween party.
So we'll be doing that tomorrow. I don't know what else we'll do, if we'll go up early and go to the museum or something. That's something that we usually like to do when we go up there for any reason. So we will just have to see. So for today, she's going to get her hair done, and I'm going to clean and watch a movie. And then we'll have some more fun tomorrow, hopefully. So, all right, let's do this. This is what happens when you have a 15-month-old. You have a shelf of movies, most of which end up on the floor. So this gets to be my job, is to clean up that, and this, and just everything. So, alright, let's get started. he's already pulling the movies back off the shelf. Because he is a dork. Huh. Good afternoon. We are on our way to Denver.
Yeah.
We've started recording this 3 times.
Yes, technical difficulties.
The road's really shaky, and I'm trying to figure out how to exactly to record this in the car. So.
And then I can't keep my arm steady, so like it was like. It was great.
Yeah, so traffic was really bad to start out with, so that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
But we're gonna go up. We're gonna get some tickets to the Science Behind Pixar exhibit, the museum again.
Yeah.
Because Anna didn't get to see very much of it last time because it was a little bit busy.
Yeah, it was busy, and that meant I couldn't let Aiden just down to do what he wanted to do, and so that it was just too much. But from the looks of it, it looks like there's several time slots where like 0 tickets have been sold. So hopefully that means it's pretty quiet today and we can get in and actually enjoy it.
At least we hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I guess we'll find out. But we also didn't get going until a little bit late, so it's 12:30 right now. And our intention was to leave at like what, 10?
I never gave a time.
We never really figured out that, like, my kind of internal intention, I guess, was to leave probably around like 10:30, and we didn't leave until noon. So there's that.
I never set those expectations on myself unless like I have an appointment to make, because I know that I just can't meet those expectations.
Yeah, well, especially with Aiden, he just kind of can't. Like, it takes a while to get him set in a car seat. Plus, you have to make sure, like, we can go without breakfast if we need to go somewhere, but he can't. Like, he doesn't have the capacity to understand that yet, so we can't just not feed him. He gets really cranky.
And then we had to stop at my parents' house to drop off the house key so they could take care of the animals.
Yeah.
Which then meant that we go inside and Aiden runs around and he has to say hello and he has to get his toys out. And he has to play with the dogs. He has to say hi to the guinea pig. Then he has to say goodbye to everybody, which is another 10-minute ordeal.
Yeah.
So
it just kind of all went south fast. So we ended up leaving at 2.
That's
after
okay.
We stopped and got food. So that's okay. So we may not make it to the zoo, which was one of our intentions, was to go to the museum and then the zoo, which is what we usually do. But we may not end up going to the zoo. It just kind of depends. Like, if we make it, we make it. If not, it's not that big of a deal. We're members of the zoo, so it's not like we won't ever go again.
Yeah, we can always go back. We can always see it another time.
Yeah, I mean, we only live an hour away from the zoo and the museum, so that's one of the nice things.
And at this exact moment, there's nothing at the zoo that we haven't seen before.
Yeah,
So
with the exception of Zoo Lights, but Zoo Lights is at 5:30 and our party is at 6.
So we wouldn't make that anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're missing anything.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's on the agenda today. And didn't record anything after I got back from watching Star Wars last night. So,
So
I kind of got home and Anna turned on the Wonderful World of Disney, their Christmas special thing that they did. We got that on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
So we watched that and finished the Santa Claus.
And Aiden had just woke up from a really late nap, so like our whole day was just totally thrown off.
Yeah, he didn't want to go to sleep at all. I guess until like 5:30 or something like that.
No, it wasn't 5:30 because Maury left at like 4:30 ish, and I think I finally got him down at almost 5, I think, and then he woke back up at like 6:30.
Yeah.
But that's really late for him. He normally naps at 1, and I couldn't get him to go down. Ryan couldn't get him to go down, and then my mom couldn't get him to go down.
Which is surprising because she usually can't get
Yeah,
it done
she's
pretty
usually like the master at it. So
her and my dad.
we just got. Well, I just got to the point where I was like, well, I guess you're just gonna go and 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 go until you collapse.
Pretty much.
So, and that's not quite what happened. I was able to. He finally got to a point where he threw like the biggest tantrum in the world, and so then I picked picked him up and I snuggled him when he fell asleep. So I finally got him down. But yeah, yesterday was just really rough. I didn't record anything about getting my hair done. Well, because
she got her hair done.
Yeah. And it's beautiful and I love it. Yeah.
One of our friends commented, she posted a picture on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and one of our friends commented on it with a gif of Sailor Neptune from Sailor Moon.
Yeah. I just heard like her setup. Well, it's actually the salon setup because it's not just her; it's everybody's. There wasn't really a good place to set up to record anything because she just has like a full-length floor-to-ceiling mirror in front of the chair, and like the counter space and everything is off to the side in the back. So that's where she would be standing. So you wouldn't see anything anyway. So it really wouldn't have done us any good to try and record it. But she wants to do some other things with my hair, so I'll talk with her and see if like we can set up like a small tray up in the front or something, a different way to record it.
Or even depending on the day, you can take the little gimbal setup we have.
Yeah, and I can just
with the tripod,
yeah, and kind of set it up somewhere. Yeah, we'll figure something out though, and I'll try and record more. But
right, we are at the museum. This is a very empty parking garage.
Very.
It has not been this empty in months. Like, it has been a really long time since it's been this empty, so it's kind of awesome. So
I'm hoping that means good things for inside.
yeah, I really hope it means good things. I mean, it usually does. Like the parking lot up the main level, but not in the parking garage, is pretty full. But down here, this is literally the first level of the parking garage, and is practically empty. So that usually means that it's not super crowded inside. So we will see when we get in there. All right, we have tickets to go to see Science Behind Pixar at 2:10, and it is currently like 2:10. Well, so we actually took the elevator that's right next to the gift shop for Pixar, and so we're going to go head on in and see it for the second time. So I won't do much filming since I already did a full video before. Yeah. So I will film a little bit maybe of just what Aiden's doing. So we'll see. Who do you see up there? It's Kitty and Mike Wazowski. And we're gonna build a robot, or Aiden's just gonna play with some of the pieces. Either one. Oh, good job. That'll work.
There we go.
So you got to see more of it this time.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I liked it better this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting for it, baby. Because I had him and I didn't have a chance to really look around or anything. It wasn't interesting to me, but it was a lot more interesting than I thought.
Right.
Oh, Aiden wants to push the buttons. Let Aiden do it. Do it.
Push the button. This one.
No, not the emergency button. Okay, good. Close enough.
So now we're in the Discovery Zone. So you like the rest of the Pixar that you got to explore?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it a lot better.
There's a lot of fun stuff in there. I mean, you can kind of go through and learn how they do different things in the animation process, and it's really fascinating.
It is.
So,
I liked it a lot.
And Aiden was a little more awake this time, so he actually cared about it a little more this time, it seemed.
Yeah.
So,
he was more interested.
Yeah, and he was running around trying to go up to there's a Dory statue they have, and a Wally, and Mike and Sully, and Buzz, and Edna. So now we're in the Discovery Zone, which is the little kids area.
Well, it's not the little kids, it's like the kids area, and then we're back in the little
We're back in the 2 and under. They have a little gate up here. There's Aiden up there by the gate, or by the fence. And they have some, he wants to go play with the water. And they have, back here, they have a little aquarium. There's a little kind of little blocker thing here, and in here it's kind of I don't even know how to describe this. It's just a cushioned kind of floor area, and they can take a nap back there, I guess, if you want them to. Aiden likes sitting in there and looking at the aquarium. And there's a little kind of slidey thing that Anna's on. You have Aiden trying to find her. So, and then there's just kind of a bench over here for the parents, and there's a little bookshelf down here. So it's a pretty nice little area. And then I'll show the kind of the other part of the Discovery Zone when we go out there, because Aiden likes playing around in that as well. So this little area is where we started out with the under 2 area. They also have a little room over here, kind of an activity room. And then the rest of this is just different play areas. So we have some blocks over on this one that they can build. And they have some gears over on this one. And there's some more blocks over that way. Aiden's favorite area, though, is this one over here with all the water. And there's balls and water to splash around in, and he loves it over here. And then, if we keep walking this way, there's a little dino area. Dinosaur Gulch. It has like a little climbing area, and there's some sand back there to dig in. There's a little cave over here to crawl through. Yeah, you can go digging for fossils. Actually, yeah, they have little brushes. You can go digging for fossils. Here, and there's some of those in there too. So it's all over the place. And then that's just the entrance there. So that's the little Discovery Zone area. I stand corrected, it is not sand, it is little baby chunks of rubber that you're digging through. That's what Anna and I figured out.
It's rubber.
Yeah, they're just little chunks of rubber. So it's nice and soft.
I know you're gonna get mad at me.
And yeah, Aiden wants to play with the rubber. And we've got our little archaeologist over here. Paleontologist. He's gonna go dig up some dinosaur bones. See if he can walk across the log here. Yeah, he can't quite figure it out.
We'll call that a way.
We're gonna go check out the Extreme Sports Beyond Human Limits exhibit and see what it's like. Don't know how much of it I'll record because we aren't really into this type of thing. We just thought it looked kind of interesting. Oh, he gave up and was walking across the bridge now. Okay.
Took 2 steps on
Alright. So this is when we first walk in. You go, what do we got? Dot your eyes, feel your fingers, watch your moves. Get ready to match your body to the shape. Oh, it's a little game. And when you see him like running across it, that was pretty fun. And there's Honey walking across the screen. So I guess there's kind of a few kind of cool things. There's a rock climbing wall thing there. Or I guess it'd be bouldering rather than rock climbing, but there's just a bunch of different things about what it's like doing extreme sports. Like this guy, I guess, is normally a video on ice climbing, but it's being repaired. So there's that. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting little display. There's base jumping. So it's just all about extreme sports and like testing the body's limits, I guess. Which is not something that we do, but is just kind of interesting to learn about. They have kind of a little climbing wall over here. I'm gonna see if Aiden will go up and play with it. Not necessarily climb, but oh yeah, we'll get him to climb on it. They have this giant orange pad on here. No, he wants that one. So I just climbed around this climbing wall, or this bouldering wall rather. So it starts here. Well, you can start on the other side. I started on the other side, but it goes all the way around here. So yeah, I started on that side, fell off once, and then climbed all the way across all these. There's not very much footing. Climbed all the way over there. Let me tell you something. That is kind of an insane workout, and I kind of forgot about that. There's a little simulation where you're hanging in a little canopy thing off the side of a cliff. There's actually a little picture of it over here. We're dangling off the side of a cliff. I'm not sure I could do that. I would probably pee myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe.
Okay, so they definitely have a ninja course over here, and that was pretty fun. It's another workout. I did this course on the left. So they have two courses. They have the one here on our right with the balls, and they have one on the left there that this guy's doing. And that was pretty fun. I am nowhere near in shape enough to do that, though. That was kind of fun.
That was kind of fun.
It was interesting.
It's
not-
to watch you.
I know. Yeah, Anna was just sitting there watching me like the ninja course that they have there. Anna was just watching me do that, and she watched me do parkour after she took Aiden through it.
Yeah, I
She
took
watched me
it.
do the little parkour course that they have. I also like messed up my ankle doing the parkour course, so that was great.
Into mummies?
So yeah, we'll head up this way. We'll head into the mummy exhibit, and then I think that'll probably be one of our last stops in here, because it's about time for us to leave.
Yeah, it is. It's 4:20.
It's 4:20. The museum closes at 5, so at least I believe it's 5. And then we're gonna go from here and head over to her sister's house for the party. But yeah, while the extreme sports isn't normally our thing, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was it was kind of fun. It wasn't like anything crazy.
Yeah. So now we're going into the mummy exhibit. This mummy exhibit has been here for years. I think it's like 1983 that it first came in.
Hasn't changed.
And it has not changed at all. I still like coming in here though, because I was a history major, so ancient civilizations fascinate me. And so I always find it fascinating to come in here, even though I've seen everything in here before. But yeah, it's like, if you've seen it once, unless you're like me, you probably don't need to come see it again. So just a little heads up on that. This little thing here is the only new thing they have. It's a little touchscreen thing where you can take this mummy and you can kind of turn it around, and you can mess with the skin and muscles so that it like peels back layers. Skeleton, X-ray, mummy in the coffin, and then there's just the coffin. So it's just a way for you to like kind of mess around with it and just kind of see what the mummies look like in different stages if they were to take the wrappings off and stuff. So it's kind of interesting. But that's the newest thing they have in here, and I'm pretty sure it's been in here for like probably about 5 to 7 years by this point. So there was a change of plans. We went to the mummy exhibit for a little bit, and then we decided to come down here to the Space Odyssey, and we made a discovery. This is brand new. This was not even open the last time we were here, as far as I know. It's a discovery after the asteroid Earth's comeback story. So there's just, it's like some fossils and maybe some meteorite kind of pieces and different things, and there's a little video playing talking about it. So it's just a little exhibit. Although the funny thing is that both Anna and I had the same reaction. We both looked at each other and said, "It smells new." So that was pretty funny. Yeah, it's just kind of a small little exhibit, and it's like brand new. So that's kind of interesting. So this Space Odyssey has changed quite a bit from when I first was in here years ago. But they have AstroTop training that we're going to go check out. Aiden's already playing with all the buttons on here and the stools. But then they have this area in here that apparently he's going to push the stool into. Oh, no, he's just going to push the stool partway there and make me put it back. Yeah, there's a little kind of climby doodad, a moon rock or something, a moon crater. There's some lab coats over there next to Anna. Yeah, that one's like an astronaut uniform, but yeah, those are, I think, are lab coats. There's some books over there, And some little rocks. And it's a mirrored thing.
There.
Look here. Hi. I don't know why we're looking there.
Okay, so like,
Oh, because there's
you're
a
gonna lean back. You're not.
yeah, there's a mirror up there.
So okay. Now
So if we
now you can see me.
oh yep, so so there's Anna right there. But yeah, there's a mirror on this that shoots up into that mirror up there, and then there's that mirror there that shoots up to this mirror here, so you can see each other. That's kind of cool. So I think we can say this is the latest that we've been at the museum in a long time, because usually we start here in the morning, and then we end at the zoo. Usually we're here. They open at 9 or 10, one of the two, and we're here from then until like just after lunch, and then head over to the zoo. And Anna's up there taking some cool pictures of the what's left of the sunset. But yeah, usually we just hang out here for a few hours, take the pictures that we want in the dinosaur area, and then we head over to the zoo and we hang out at the zoo for the rest of the day. So this is the latest that we've left the museum in a long time. So yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock, so they're going to be closing the doors, well, kicking people out here in a little bit. So, but it was a pretty fun day. We were only here for a few hours, but it was pretty fun. So now we're going to head over to the party. We won't record anything there, and then I will. Oh, there she is. And then we will see. Aiden's talking down here.
Aiden's going charge.
And so the next that we see you, we will have gotten home and finish up there. So it is now Sunday evening. We got home very late last night, and well, I mean very late comparatively.
Yeah, no, we got home really late.
We got home at about 9:45 after the party. She fell asleep in the car. Aiden fell asleep in the car. I was kind of lonely.
But my eyes were so sore, and I started getting sick. So Ryan had to run into a Walmart and pick up contact solution in a contact case for me, and I had to take my contacts out just at the end of the night. All of a sudden, my eyes got fuzzy and I couldn't see anything, and it was just really bad. I could see better without my contacts in than I could with them in. That's how bad it got. So I was just let's know.
and so she was really tired and everything. So we didn't get to record an outro because we got home in time to go to bed. So, but no, it was a pretty fun day, I think. Or a pretty fun weekend. I mean, you got your hair dyed and it looks really good.
I love it.
I went and saw the movie. So, then we had some fun at the museum.
Oh, now she's doing
Yeah.
What a jerk.
We were gonna go to the zoo, but ended up staying at the museum because we were like, there's not enough time to really do anything.
And
it was
I kind of wanted
3:30
to.
by that point.
Well, I kind of wanted to poke around some of the other things that we don't do all that often.
Yeah.
Just because when we first walk in, there's a giant T-Rex skeleton there, and Aiden showed a lot of interest when we first walked in. So I was like, oh, let's go check out the dinosaur bones, and we go down there, and he had
didn't care.
no interest in them. So we were trying to find some things that would interest him, like the wildlife halls. I think he would have enjoyed more.
Yeah.
Just because he could walk around and push all
and
the
push
buttons.
the buttons. Yeah, there's buttons that make sounds sometimes.
And so I think he would have liked that area if we had kind of thought about that. And then they have this really cool projected trout stream that has a pressure sensitive mat underneath it. And it you step on the trout or you hit the trout and they pop out of the water you're a bear. And I was really excited because I thought he's walking, he's gonna get a kick out of this, and it was off.
It was they're probably either fixing it or they had just turned it off, one of the two.
It was later in the day too, so
they might have just turned it off.
Which that made me a little cranky.
But yeah, so we had fun there, and then we had fun at the party.
Yeah,
We had some food, and we just kind of talked to people. It was kind of an adult party, so it was just a bunch of us, just adults, just sitting there talking. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. It was just good to see everybody and
so
see them a little bit more, because the relationship with my sister hasn't been a sibling relationship. And now that we're both older, it's starting to become more of a sibling relationship. And so I like going down there and getting to see them and have that little bit of interaction instead of the way our relationship used to be. So
Yeah.
So it's always good to go down there and see them for even if it's just for an hour or two. And so
yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. All told. So yeah. So with that, we will see you all next time.